The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, Lord.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came to be through him, and without him nothing came to be. What came to be through him was life, and this life was the light of the human race. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world came to be through him, but the world did not know him. He came to what was his own, but his own people did not accept him. But to those who did accept him, he gave power to become children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not by natural generation, nor by human choice, nor by a man's decision, but of God. And the Word became flesh, and made his dwelling among us. And we saw his glory, the glory as of the Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
When I was younger, I used to always like Christmas. I liked everything about Christmas. The Christmas lights and Christmas trees, Christmas songs, Christmas candy, most especially the Christmas gifts. But as soon as December 26th hit, I had moved on. It didn't really matter to me anymore. Christmas had a little superficial joy for me, but nothing really lingered beyond December 25th. Now as an adult, I wouldn't say I like Christmas, but I would say I love Christmas. And I love Christmas because of the deeper meaning, the more powerful joy that is present in the mystery of Christmas. And the mystery and beauty of Christmas can be found in one word: messiness. Yes, messiness. When we look at the nativity scene, we are often struck by its beauty. It looks nice, it's well made, some might even call it cute. But when that actually happened, it wasn't that nice. Imagine this: the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, is born amidst animals. The promised Messiah of Israel, the Son of God made man, comes into this world in a dark, dirty, smelly, and messy place. Just think about how profound that is. This is how God chose to come into this world. And yet it has a beautiful meaning for us, brothers and sisters. Because whether we'd like to admit it or not, our lives are kind of like that state. Maybe not smelly, but definitely messy. On the surface, we try to make things look good. When people ask, how are you doing? Fine. How's the family? Fine. How's work? Fine. Is everything so fine? No, not often. As soon as we get to know each other, we realize we're kind of a complicated mess. We've got all of the wounds that people have caused us from our past and our childhood. We've got all of our insecurities, our fears, our anxieties. We've got all those things we're attached to in this world that aren't bringing us happiness, and we know we should stop doing it, but we keep doing it. We've got all of our disordered desires and emotions and passions. We're just kind of a mess. In the 1980s, psychologists would tell everyone, you're okay, you're okay. The truth is we're not okay, but it's okay.
Because it's precisely in our messiness that the Lord wants to meet us, that the Lord wants to encounter us, come to us. Typically, as human beings, we don't like dealing with messiness. We try to avoid it, we try to hide it, we try to put it away. Just look back to the Garden of Eden story. What did Adam and Eve do when they recognized what had happened to them because of their sin? They ran away. They hid from God. And what is God's answer to Adam and Eve and to all of us? Christmas. That God breaks into our midst. God chases after us. God enters into our lives even though we are unfaithful. Even though we don't love God enough. Even though our lives kind of are out of whack. God enters into that very place to lead us out of it. Not all of a sudden, but slowly but surely, through a daily companionship with Christ, through a lifelong journey with our Lord. God doesn't just simply want to save us, He wants communion with us. And He wants to lead us through that communion to a deeper joy, a deeper peace, a deeper freedom. And it's so important for us to remember, brothers and sisters, this Christmas morning, that Christmas was not a one-time event. That Christmas is not just one day out of the year. That at every single Catholic Mass we come to, it is a mini Christmas. Because Christ, once again, enters into our midst. Under the form of bread and wine in the Eucharist, He comes to us. He comes into our messy lives to nourish us, to strengthen us, to lead us to something better. This is why we come every Sunday. This is why we need the Lord. Because our lives are broken and messy without Him. And so what is our response to this beautiful mystery this morning, brothers and sisters? What is there to take with us? Joy, definitely, at the love of God that goes beyond anything we could imagine. Gratitude, yes. But maybe most importantly, openness, acceptance. Here's what Jesus said in the book of Revelation. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, then I will enter his house. Brothers and sisters, this Christmas season, let us open the door of our hearts to Christ. Let us allow Him to come into all parts of our life. Not just the nice places. Not just the rooms we make look good, but those dirty places of our lives. Those messy places. Those places that need healing. Let's allow Christ to enter into those places. And if we do, if we open up a little bit more to the Lord, if we're willing to surrender a little bit more of this to the Lord, then we'll come to realize that Christmas is not just something to like. It's not just something to celebrate one day. It's something to love and to celebrate every Sunday as we welcome Christ into our lives.